We are now here. We have been joined by Ankitta, and we are going to talk about, please, ladies, what are we going to talk about? Your favorite television show in the history of television. What's it?
It's called Ankitta.
Yeah, it's Shaurya and Anokhi.
There we go. Shaurya Anokhi. There we go. Dun 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 dun. All right. So take it away, ladies. I'm just a spectator at this point.
No, why are you a spectator? Today we're going to talk about Shaurya from a man's perspective.
Oh,
Come
God.
on, we got you here, and we got you all excited talking about Shaurya.
I was just trying to bring a little. I was trying to set the stage because the two of you get so it's actually really endearing watching the two of you talk about Shaurya or Anokhi. It's fun. So I thought I'd start. We'd just dive right in.
Right.
So,
Well, let's just start with this. Let's have Ankitta give us a lowdown on what happened. Let's dump it. What happened this week? Let's go.
The bubble bursted.
Mm-hmm.
So the bubble bursted so bad. Two lovebirds were flying in their castle, and bam, reality intruded. Harsh realities, truths they need to know, battles they need to fight. And I think what else? Yeah, I think that was it. Because Shaurya slept for like 3 days, unconscious baby.
So Shaurya's been missing in action. He's been unconscious 3 episodes, and the fandom's been waiting for him to wake up.
The eye candy has been missing.
oh no,
And
we
then,
gotta
and
have
then
the eye candy.
he wakes up and he wants Anokhi, and his aunt lies to him that she didn't come when she had, and she'd come and even kissed his hand and told him that she's in love with him. She told him that but the thing about Anokhi, she always talks to him and she says all the important things to him when she's asleep. What the hell is wrong with her?
That's awesome.
No, like she went from I really like you to I love you. When the guy is asleep, what's happening? I'm saying it's like always she went the hostess, I like you very much, and then she went, I love you. The guy's always asleep. Our confession is incomplete.
He's got to be eyes open, sober.
The guy.
Yeah, you know.
But the fun part is that he felt her, right? And that was really amazing. He actually tells his aunt, he said, but I know she was in pain. She was in so much pain that I wasn't okay, and I felt it. Even when he was unconscious, he felt her. That was really cute, actually.
How? It was.
How did?
I don't know.
See,
there has to be a soul connection there, right?
Yeah, it reminded me of that quote from the book A Walk to Remember. Love is like a wind. I can't see it, but I can feel it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So did we get any cues? Like, did his eyes twitch or did his fingers twitch?
Nothing.
No, Titi, nothing. That is why this show is different. The guy was just going to run after her, even if he was about to faint.
Wow.
That's his faith in her. That she came for me, and it couldn't happen that she knew I was in pain and she wouldn't come to see me.
Yeah, he's just sure that she had come. He was damn sure she'd come, and they kept lying to him that she hadn't come, and he was like, "It's not possible. She had to come." Yeah. And then he says to them that I know she held my hand, and they were surprised. They had shock on their faces. That how does he know? He's unconscious, and they kept lying to him that she didn't come, but you know the funny part was they knew he would come to know. Why lie like that? It was such a white lie. It's easily verifiable. He could have verified it.
But that's what she does. That's what Devi Sabhava does. She manipulates people. Her love is conditional.
She's so used to lying to him that she can't help but lie. I think that is the problem.
These family members just sound like terrible human
people
beings.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. He just feels so protective about Shaurya. He's just surrounded by people who love him on conditions.
So, well, that happened, and obviously, in the pre-cap, he comes to know that it was a lie. So he is on. His Terminator mode is on.
Yeah, he's a man on a mission now.
He's terminating. Says like that.
Wait.
He's like, watch me go.
What was the what? Okay, so you talked about Ankitta. You talked about harsh reality. What's the harsh reality that are we coming to that?
Yeah, we did. Actually, no, it happened before today's episode. The harsh reality is that the premise of the show, the reason he broke up with his fiance, his ex-fiance, was that he wants a homemaker, not a working woman. And and today, sorry, 2 episodes before, his ex tried to manipulate Anokhi by telling all these facts, distorting it, of course, in a negative light that all you can be is Mrs. Shaurya Sabawar if you marry Shaurya. So, you know,
Okay.
and this is the
So
drama.
his fiance, his ex-fiance, tells Anokhi that why are you even here? Because if you marry Shaurya, if you are with him, then won't have a career. He and his family do not want a working woman, and your entire entity will be reduced to being his wife. So now we're there where
Yeah.
Anokhi asks his mother, uh, is he a chauvinist? And his mother doesn't have the answers, and his mother says, I'm pretty sure you can change him. So her questions to his mother is, well, so far he hasn't even asked you the right questions about why you left the house. How are you so sure that that he will ask me the right questions? How are you sure that he will support me when he hasn't even supported you yet?
Yeah, but Mina, you know what the thing is that this is where Anokhi's restricted view comes into focus. You know, earlier too, when the argument between Shaurya and Anokhi regarding Astha, she only saw through Astha's lens of view, not Shaurya. She doesn't know the pain that man has went through. She doesn't know the lies he has been fed to. So
That
I
is
think,
true. That is completely true. She doesn't know, just like Shaurya doesn't know Anokhi's side of the story. Anokhi doesn't know
yeah,
Shaw's side of the story. So there are so many parts to this, that the moving parts to this entire story. Shaurya doesn't know Anokhi's upbringing. She doesn't know Anokhi's looking at her lens. Her lens is she's comparing
yeah,
it to what her mother's gone through with her father. Her father is a monster.
yeah,
Her brother is a mother.
yeah,
They're misogynist. They beat. She's been beaten. She
yeah.
Wait,
had to
who was
she had to
beaten?
suffer
Who? Anoki was beaten?
Anokhi was
by her
beaten.
father,
Yeah,
right? And her brother. She was confined. She was confined in her house
yeah.
so that they could marry her off. She was treated like a cattle.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
was, right. So she's coming from that perspective, that I don't want to confine myself to another such relationship where the man is telling me what to do.
Okay, so
Exactly.
let me
She's
wait.
ran away from all that.
No, all right, so I have a
Yes,
question
please.
about Shaurya.
Mhm.
So
Yes,
when
please.
the ex fiance is telling Anoki about this, that's old Shaurya, correct? He's not. Has he
He's changed.
changed?
He's changed.
And
He has changed.
we
He
know
has
that
changed.
he has changed.
We
Yes,
know,
we
we know,
know.
and Anokhi also knows. Anokhi, he is a changed person for Anokhi. That's why she fell in love with him, because he's the first person who supported her career. He brings her back to
Oh,
school.
okay,
Remember,
okay,
he
that's right.
goes
That's
and
right.
brings her back. He supported. He's removed his rustication order. He supported her career. He's made sure she's come back to school. He's been there for her through her education process.
Okay, now
He has
I
been
was.
everywhere.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes,
Go
yes,
ahead.
yes. No. You continue.
When I was introduced to Shaurya or Anoki, it
Okay.
was right around the time when they were going to kick her out of school, and
Okay.
he got the rustication letter rescinded. At the time, now I could be wrong about this, but at the time, it certainly felt like he was allowing her. He wanted her to stay in school for selfish reasons. Was that also at play, or did I totally misread that?
No, I
Mm,
think he did not have a grip on his own personal feelings for her. He just wanted to be fair to her because she was brilliant, right? So he kept looking at her performance, and he kept saying she's brilliant, she's right, she's bright, right? That was topmost. His dormant feelings for her weren't top, right? He
Mm,
did, of course, we knew he was feeling something because he was jealous of the ACP. We knew he was feeling.
Yeah, no. See, okay, as a guy, all right, as the token.
Okay, let's talk. All
As
right.
the token man in this group, I'm going to tell you right now that it really felt like he was like, I want to do whatever I can to keep her in school. Like he had no problems touching her. He was grabbing her. Remember that scene? He's grabbing her. He's like, you can't, you can't go. It was all about him and what he wanted. That's the way it felt to me. And that he was using this as cover. He was covering a bad motive with a good motive. That's the way it felt. Just as walking in and seeing that scene. So I could be wrong, but that's what it felt like.
Okay, well, all right. Well, we got a man's perspective here. All right.
Yeah, and I love it.
See, we weren't thinking of it that way because hey, a woman is always trying to justify the nobler perspective. But hey, But he was grabbing her. You're right. He was grabbing her possessively.
Very possessive.
Yes. And yes, he was. And yes, that could have been a possibility. Yes.
Did he show any kind of interest in the other students like that?
No.
No. See, the difference is Shaurya would have fought for any student like that. Okay, because he's fair and square. But
he wouldn't have grabbed it possessively.
Yeah. The passion with which he holds her, the right, he says no. I can hold her hand, I can grab her arm. That is what is different with Anokhi.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're
right. Okay, so point made.
You're right.
Point made. Totally. Point made. All right. So now we know that yes, it was his personal.
But he's changed. But he's less of he's not that jerk anymore. He's not that selfish guy. He has
but there are other things also. For example, there are softer things about it. For example, he did save her sister at the nightclub from an attack from her brother-in-law. Her brother-in-law was gonna beat the sister up, right?
Yeah.
So he did protect the sister. And then there was where else did he?
He saved her from the goons when they were about to kidnap her.
Yeah, when they were about to kidnap her, he did protect her as well.
Yeah.
Right, and he would have done that for anybody else. Again, he put his own life in danger to protect a girl. He didn't even know that was Anokhi. He still did. So there are things about him where he gets protective about people, but he didn't even know that was Anokhi. So he is a gentleman at the core of it. So this is a differentiation that his mother makes. She says to Anokhi, she says that mentality does not belong to Shaurya. That mentality belongs to the people who raised Shaurya. She makes that differentiation, and she says Shaurya might not have that mentality. You can change him. He will grow out of it. And Anokhi says, I don't think so. I don't think I can change him. And she doesn't believe that can happen. So now Shaurya has to prove that can happen to her, right?
Yeah. See, it's like she trusts him, but the leap of faith hasn't been taken yet.
Okay.
All right. So that's what happens. So we're at a stage where Shaurya is now become Terminator, where he's willing to do anything to get Anokhi. And Anokhi is in two minds, where she's like, I still love him, but I'm not going to compromise on my self-respect. Don't face palm me, Scott. All right. So this is what I wanted to do. So this is what happened with the show, and I think there was a lot of discussion around. This is what the crux of the show was. This crossroad of ideology between the two, and now we're here. This is where the fight begins. This is the real show. This is what people are watching the show for. Finally, there's a female lead who's not going to sacrifice her career for the man, even when she loves the man.
She is not the stereotypical ITVFL. Truly Anokhi.
Totally. And I'm pretty sure the mother, Shaurya's mother is going to support her. And this is going to be a fight to the finish. This is going to be fun to watch now. What is Shaurya going to do to make her believe that he's not a misogynist?
Interesting.
It's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Sabharwal family is going to behave. They're going to blow their heads. What are they going to do?
Devi Sabharwal is going to faint.
Let's see what happens. Now that's one part of the show. The second thing that we needed to address, I know we went back and forth, and of course we got updated on the fact that there were rumors flying around. Ankita, you told me too that because of low TRP, the show's gonna be shut down soon.
Yes,
And we checked, and we know there were other two shows that are lower TRP than the show, and we just wanted to address that. And we found out that there is no such thing, and these were all rumors. And there are, so what ends up happening, Ankita, and of course a lot of fans are watching us, is that TRP is not really up to you. It's up to the homes that have the meters, right? So there are around 44,000 households in India that have meters that BARC installs. BARC is the Broadcast Research Council of India. They pick up these homes on a yearly basis, and they install meters in these homes. And these homes are given a list of shows to watch, and then whichever shows these homes are watching are the ones that are metered. And BARC takes the average number of hours that these shows are watched at, and then extrapolates it according to an algorithm that they have, and then comes up with a number which is your TRP number every week. So the TRP number that you get on Thursday today would be the number for last week's number. So this is how they extrapolate it all. Now, having said that, of course, there are ways to, a lot of channels use their own methodologies, and they know how this is done and not done. And a lot of shows like Shaurya and Anokhi are not meant for housewives. This is not, 8 o'clock to 10. These are not primetime shows, and that's why your slot is 7 o'clock. And nobody at 7 o'clock is expecting the TRP to be really high, because this is a youth-based show. They know that it's going to run better on OTT platforms. They know it's going to run better with the youth. They know exactly where this is going. And it is a slot leader at that time. And in the middle of IPL, they are expecting that TRPs do go down. So there's nothing to worry about here. If somebody is floating a rumor, if somebody is floating something around the internet, be careful on what you're clicking, please. That is important. Be careful in what you're retweeting, reposting, circulating, because what you're ending up doing by retweeting, circulating, is you're making money, because this is clickbait. You're making money for the people that are circulating rumors. So be very careful in what you're doing, and what you're spreading, because you are being party to spreading rumors too. And it is harming your show when you're doing that. Every time you click on something like that, you're harming the show. Only believe credible sources of information. When the information is coming from bigger platforms, then it just becomes important. Yeah, Scott, you want to say something?
No, I was just saying us, like credible sources like us.
Absolutely,
Yes,
Scott.
definitely.
Only when Scott tells you something's happening, it's happening. If Scott doesn't say it doesn't happen.
That's right. You got it.
Because you know what Scott is. Scott is
Morale,
the leader of
Ankitta.
the gang, so what's it?
Oh, yeah. Anything. Right. Unfortunately, there's the news cycle for Gangs of Wasseypur has bottomed out. It's a little thin now.
What happened to your news, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. But just I'm saying in general, credible sources like us.
You guys are definitely the credible sources. That is why I wanted you guys to say it. The show is safe.
Guys, just any Tom, Dick, and Harry with an internet account is not a credible source of information. Do not click, do not spread, do not repost, do not comment, because that is just leading your show to get degraded. Do not do that. Look for credible sources. The credible sources will be the bigger platforms, will be the Times of India, will be the Pink Villa, do not believe in just anything that's posted on the internet. Anybody with a website posting anything is not credible source. Be careful in what you click, because the moment you're clicking them, they are making advertisers dollars off your clicks. Be careful. So No, unless it's coming off the production house, do not believe in rumors. Keep it low. There are other two serials with lower TRP than your favorite serial. If they are not getting sucked, yours is not getting sucked. So keep your faith. Please support your stars, support your team, support your show. Show them the faith at this time when they're working in a pandemic. They're working 18 to 20 hours in a pandemic. Don't give them this crap. They don't need it. Please. No.
Can you also please mention the points we can do, to make it more
Yes,
popular
I mean,
online,
how can
please?
you help them? Yes, exactly, Ankita. How can you help them here? So TRP goes to metered homes. How can you help them? You can help them by increasing advertising revenue. How do you help them by increasing advertising revenue? Number one, watch the show on television. The more people that watch it on television, the channel sees that sees the numbers, and their advertising revenue can increase by getting them more advertisers. You can reach out to their advertisers that are advertising on television. Write to those advertisers and tell them how much you appreciate those advertisers advertising for your show. Show those advertisers your appreciation for supporting your show. That is a good idea. Write to those advertisers, write to the companies that own those brands. Tell them you support those brands because they're supporting your show. That's a very good way of showing appreciation again for those advertisers, because that creates a cohesive brand image for them. That's the second thing you can do. The third thing you can do is watch on Hotstar. Again, since you're watching in Hotstar, again, the numbers are being reflected on Hotstar. But all of this is not leading to online TRP. What really leads to online TRP is searches. What really leads to online TRP is when there's chatter online all about the show. Now, that hasn't happened. It's because it's a new show, number one. The chatter is limited to Twitter, for example. It's a great peer-to-peer site, but you need to take the chatter off Twitter to other bigger peer-to-peer sites. So what I had actually suggested to Ankita earlier was take the chatter off Twitter, do more Google searches so that Google finds the searches more relevant. Do more Hindi serial based searches across more better peer-to-peer sites. Ankita will share more pointers towards increasing more online TRP with you, and just follow the lead on that. You can increase online TRP. You can help get more cohesive advertisers for the show. You can keep your show. Do not hit the morale of the team by helping spread rumors, unfounded rumors. Help them be mentally upbeat. The only way you can do that is being mentally upbeat yourself, being positive, and stop the spread of rumors, please.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this, Mira.
I hope that helps.
Thank you so much. So grateful.
You are welcome. So, what do you think is going to happen next week now?
Bam, bam. I think this show is so unpredictable. The more we predict, the more we are proven wrong. But I think we have a jungle scene coming up, definitely.
You have a jungle scene coming up. So you think Shaurya is going to go to Anokhi and Anokhi's gonna say no to him?
I think they're definitely going to meet there. Like it's in a week of no Shaki scene. We got to have some. We're deprived. What
All
do you
right,
think? I want to know what Scott thinks.
I am unfortunately I am not able to offer an intelligent or researched, informed opinion on this. Now that hasn't stopped me.
What do you think? Okay, come on. As a man, what do you think Shaurya's next move is? His Terminator mode. What's he gonna do? Terminator mode.
Terminator mode for that. Terminator mode.
He's angry with his family for lying to him, and he wants Anokhi, and Anokhi's in two minds. What's he gonna do?
Okay.
Man to man.
Okay. What I've seen of Shaurya is that he's not much of a he doesn't like game it out, right? He doesn't think through. So he's just gonna go barreling ahead, confront the family, and then go straight to Anokhi and make her just declare, right? Just figure it out, right? There's not going to be any subtlety. There's not going to be any strategy. He's just going to be bam in her face, in everyone's face. That seems to me to be his MO. Yeah, do you
I
agree?
agree.
Totally, that's his MO. Totally, that's
That's
Shaurya.
him.
Yeah.
That's Shaurya. Fair and square. He doesn't mince words. He says what it is.
Yeah. Even if he honestly could do better, he could do if he minced words, he might have more success.
But he says, I'm not like that. I can't please you. I can't please you. I am what I am.
Right.
That is.
Oh, that's his MO then, right?
Yeah. So look, if it works for you, fine. But every once in a while, it's not a bad. Like some people think too much and need to just go straight for. And Shaurya needs to think a little more sometimes. But okay,
All right. So he's got it down, guys. So that's what we think Shaurya is gonna do start Monday, and let's see how that goes for Shaurya. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back next weekend. And then see how right or wrong Scott was about Shaurya. He's probably right, I guess.
He is. I guess we are in for an intense conversation or confrontation, whatever it is.
Okay.
Totally.
I'm
Well,
looking forward to
Ankitta, it's lovely having you with us, and we look forward to seeing you next week then.
Yes, I'm so grateful to both of you for doing this for the show.
Anytime.
Thank you so much.
You take care. All right.
Bye,
Bye.
Ankitta. Have a good week.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you guys.